Okay, we gotta take out this Chick-fil-A sauce that's in here. I feel like I can distinguish and see the differences here, and I'm definitely not pregnant. Close your eyes. I'm gonna make something. I'm gonna make the nugget into something really fun. Close your eyes! If you can't tell by my nightstand, I was very sick. Yeah. Think straight. Okay.
What is a vest?
A vest.
A vest is kind of like feta cheese.
Feta cheese? Okay. Wow. Hello. What a not rough, but interesting start to the day. I am in such a haze. Buddy, you took your shoes off, so I can't put them on until we get there. I'm not putting them back on for you to just take them off in 4 seconds. So you have to wait till we get there. Okay, so much to catch you guys up on. I have been in such like a haze. I feel like my mind is just like not working right now. I feel like I can't think straight. Like I knew I was going out with the kids, and I still went and put Evangeline down to nap like in her crib. When like normally if I were to put her down for a nap and I knew we'd be going out, I'd put her right into her car seat so that I wouldn't put her down in her crib and then wake her up to put her back. So my mind is just a little fumbly this morning. Anyway, I got food poisoning at date night on Sunday, and then Monday, we always have our Monday meetings, and earlier that day we were on a walk with the kids and Jordan got really nauseous, which is really strange, and so he just like walked back home because we were walking with the kids, and normally we take like a 30 to 45 minute walk, not even 5 minutes into it, and because our walks are longer, he was like, I am so nauseous. He's like, I have to walk back home. And I was like, that's so interesting. So he walked back home, and then he was nauseous for a little bit. I was out with the kids, walking with them, and then I came back home. He was like passed out. He was like not doing well. And then like an hour passes by and he was totally fine. So I was like, okay, interesting. And then we went to our Monday meeting. We always go to like a coffee shop. On our way to our meeting, I was already starting to feel a little bit nauseous. But Jordan was like, oh, you'll probably be like how I was. You'll only be sick for like an hour or so, and then you'll like feel better. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I was really nauseous. The coffee shop that we went to just smelled like food, and it made me even more nauseous. And then I just didn't want to eat anything. I didn't get coffee. When we were driving back, I like took a cat nap in the car because Jordan was driving, and then I just like woke up with the urge to throw up, and I projectile vomited outside of the car window, and it was so disgusting. I hate throwing up, but with my pregnancies, I'm very much so used to being very nauseous and throwing up. I don't like it, but I've gotten used to it, and so I just know exactly what to do after the fact to make it better. So I was drinking water after, I had a mitt, I put hand sanitizer on my hands and around my mouth so it didn't smell like a throw up, and it was so gross. And then from then on forward, I could not keep anything down, and I was throwing up non-stop for like 2 days. Not 2 days, a little less than 2 days. It sucked because obviously when you're throwing up, like it was just eliminating everything that I had, even water. Like I literally would throw up water. I would drink it, and then within 5 minutes I would throw it up, even if it was just a sip or a teaspoon, like anything that I did. So I became super dehydrated and just really fatigued and really tired. And then I couldn't breastfeed Evangeline because I wasn't making any milk, because I wasn't eating or drinking anything, and my body, I feel like, was just in survival mode. I would try to breastfeed her and some milk would come out, but I could tell that she was like wanting more and like trying to get more out and was just getting frustrated, but she refuses to take a bottle, and so I just kept trying and kept trying, and like she would snack here and there. I try to feed her like every hour or so. I was just in survival mode. I just like couldn't even hold my own head up to like throw up, let alone think about breastfeeding a baby. So it's just like, it goes to show like what moms go through. But then at night she was just really upset because she hadn't really had that much to eat that day because she was just been snacking all day instead of getting like full meals. And so Jordan defrosted milk and got her to take an entire bottle for the first time in her life, which was amazing. So that was great, but we've noticed she has to be like really hungry for her to take a bottle. So what I started to do the next day, so on Tuesday and Wednesday, what I would do is feed her on the breast, and then if she like started to get frustrated, I would just finish pumping, like use a hand pump, and then Jordan would like give her a bottle or something. I even went to the ER because I was so dehydrated and I wanted an IV, but they didn't give me an IV. They thought I was pregnant, and I was like, y'all, I am not pregnant. Like, this is, I know I like get nauseous and throw up when I'm pregnant, but I'm like, not to this extent. Like, I feel like I can distinguish and see the differences here, and I'm definitely not pregnant. And I got my period this morning, so definitely like being sick and having food poisoning, and then getting my, sorry, I have to keep readjusting the camera. I've bought so many car tripods before, and I just don't really like them. They don't even really work. They're not heavy duty enough. But long story short, it has been a rough start to the week. I'm feeling so much better. Thank the Lord that food poisoning isn't contagious. So I've been the only one that's been down. So that's been a huge blessing, because normally what sucks is like if I end up getting sick, I feel like everyone ends up getting sick, or if one person gets sick. But because this wasn't contagious, it was like, okay, great. Once I'm done, then we're done. Like, we're not gonna have to linger on with this for another 3 to 4 weeks. So that's been really good. I'm feeling much better today. It's rainy, it's cold. I feel like I'm just still like, I'm not at my full capacity yet. I feel like I'm at like a 75, but because I had not been doing much the last couple of days, there's just so much I need to catch up on that I need to be at 100%. So I really just did not have it in me today to do breakfast. I haven't had coffee in 3 days either, you guys. So I'm really excited to sip on a coffee. Like, really excited to have a coffee. I'm taking the kids to get breakfast. We're gonna do homeschool stuff outside of the house today, so that's gonna be really nice. Evangeline, it sounds like she's sound asleep, so we're on the come up. We're on the come up, and I'm really excited because I am going to, drumroll please. Oh, it's blurry. Oh, I'll tell you guys in a little bit. Hold on. That is number 8. Today calls for an umbrella. We're all gonna have to share this umbrella. Actually, wait, I have 2. Do you guys want your own umbrella? You're not gonna be whacking each other in the head with it? I'm gonna take the first bite. Nope. Woohoo! That was exhausting. Oh man, I need a nap.
Yeah.
You need a nap too, Eddie? Okay, Sissy fell asleep in the car, so I just put her down. I actually just went to pick up one of the kids' coats, and I found an exploded Chick-fil-A sauce in the pocket. So I'm gonna have to wash that really quickly on top of all the other laundry that I have to catch up. Not funny, but like funny that literally taking 1 day off from doing laundry delays and adds. Okay, we gotta take out this Chick-fil-A sauce that's in here. Oh. Trying really hard not to throw up. My stomach is still really queasy. I mean, I love Chick-fil-A sauce, but not when it's been inside of a pocket for a week. Okay. Oh, good thing I checked. So crazy to me how much you would think like, oh, okay, like you were only sick, like I only took like a day off of like not doing stuff around the house. You would think I didn't do stuff around the house for a month. Sometimes that's what it feels like. My stomach is super queasy right now. And I haven't thrown up today, which is great. But I feel like my stomach is still just like really sensitive. Okay, I'm gonna close your eyes. Close your eyes. I'm gonna make something. I'm gonna make the nugget into something really fun. Close your eyes.
Can I open?
No? Okay, now open. Let's slide. Okay, Ari is down. Alethea is doing some quiet time. I just got her these Bible stories that like actually read to you. I'm diffusing some stress away for her, which is this one right here. It smells so good. She's in the playroom, so I'm gonna put some of this in there with her and praying she falls asleep. video because I leave tomorrow. I wanted to share what I had been doing the last couple of days because it consisted of me trying not to move, because I feel like when you're nauseous, you don't want to move. You just want to like lay down. So I did a lot of TV watching, specifically watching The Chosen, which has just been my favorite TV shows ever. Like ever. And it's funny that I'm gonna go see Chad and Tori and Nava. Wait, I'll share more about that in a second. But Tori is the one that introduced us to Chosen. Well, we had several of our friends that were all raving about it at the same time. But Tori would be like, did you guys watch it yet? Did you guys watch it yet? Did you watch it yet? So yes, indeed we have. And that brings me to today's sponsor, which is Angel Studios, which is the app that you guys can download to watch The Chosen. This is the easiest way, my favorite way of being able to watch it, because literally all you do, I'm pulling it up here so you can see, is you go on your Angel Studio app and then you click on which show you want to use. In addition to The Chosen, they also have different shows, and they have some kids shows too. There's one called Tuttle Twins, which is really cute. It has over 14 million views, which is insane. It's so cute. The kids watched the first 2 episodes, and I've never seen my kids sit as still as they did when they were watching this. It was so cute, and they just really enjoyed it. So if you have kids too, when you get the Angel Studio app, you're not only limited to being able to just watch The Chosen, you have a whole category and library of different things that you can watch. But when you go to the watch feature and you pick the show that you want to watch, so if you want to watch The Chosen, for example, it's so cool that every time I open this, can you see? Every time I open it, it shows like how many more views it's had, which is just so cool, because their goal is actually to be able to get to 1 billion people to watch The Chosen, which is such a huge testimony. And there's nothing quite like this show. There's nothing that's been done as beautifully as The Chosen has. And before you have anything to say about it, just watch it, okay? Just watch it. It really is such a blessing that we have a show like this. So if you go to season 3, that's the season that I'm currently on, and I'm all caught up. I'm just waiting for a new episode to come out. You can send it to the TV, which then will start playing on your TV. So let me do that real quick. And if you have like a fancy TV and you can like get apps on your TV, then you can just download the app directly on there. But I just stream it through AirPlay. So then once I click that, it goes, boom, it just starts playing. So then it's like streaming what's here directly on my TV, which is great. So season 3 of The Chosen is now out. Don't feel bad if you're not caught up. They're on episode 6 now, and they actually have just done my newest favorite episode. So I previously loved in season 2 the one about Mary Magdalene, but my new favorite one, oh, it's so good, is, so it's season 3 episode 5. It's so good, you guys. It's so good. I swear, every time I'm like, oh, this is a really good episode, like this is probably my favorite, and then they come out with a new one, I'm like, actually no, that one's my favorite. So let me ask you guys again, because last time I shared about The Chosen and Angel Studios app, I asked you guys this question of which episode is your favorite, so let me know down below. But season 3 is out now, so don't feel bad if you haven't caught up to it to this point, because I actually have a lot of friends who won't watch a season until all the episodes are out, because they like to watch them just all in a row, because they do keep you on your toes, and you're like, what's gonna happen? And you obviously know what's gonna happen, because if you've ever read your Bible, you know what's gonna happen. It just really keeps you on your toes and just really shows and portrays the life of Jesus in a really beautiful way. So if you want to download the Angel Studio app and be able to watch The Chosen and other really sweet shows that they have on there, I will leave that link down below. It is absolutely free. So thank you to them for sponsoring this portion of the video. Okay, my mom is here. I am gonna try to get some packing done. I am going to Florida to visit Tori and Chad to meet their sweet baby, but I'm also meeting up with Nava. Now, you guys, if you have listened closely or have listened to our podcast, you have heard me talk about Nava. If you follow me on Instagram, I feel like I talk about her a lot. She has been someone that I have met online. She lives in Israel, and she has been such a positive influence in my life, both in my marriage, in my motherhood, in my personal, just like every aspect. I feel like she has just spoken so much wisdom and so much truth, and has just convicted me of things and has just really stirred my heart in an affection for the Lord in ways that I have never seen another person do. It is just amazing to see how truly spirit-filled she really is. I have always wanted to meet her, but I never really thought it was possible because she lives in Israel. And Jordan and I wanted to go to Israel this year actually, but with breastfeeding and stuff, like it just seemed logistically like a lot of work to figure out. The kids and breastfeeding and like it just, we had tried so many different combinations, but like leaving the kids for, I think it was 7 to 8 days or maybe even 10 days was just not logistically something that we could do in this stage of life right now. So it's something that we're kind of postponing, but something I'm still open to. So anyway, I didn't really think that going to Israel was in the cards to possibly go see her and to just visit Israel in general. But she actually came to the US and she had messaged me a while back saying that she was coming, and this was back in November actually. And so we had chatted and I was like, yes, I'll fly to you, you can fly to me, we'll figure something out. I was like, as long as you are on US soil, I will make and try to make anything possible for me to be able to get to see you and meet you in person. As I'm saying that out loud, sounds really creepy, but I promise you it's not. I feel like I've had so many different conversations with her. I've done a podcast with her that has encouraged so many of you guys. She's prayed over so many women's wombs. Like the Lord is just really using her. So anyway, I was like, any way that we can make this possible. So she is staying around in different locations, and she actually threw out the idea of us possibly meeting in Florida because she also wants to meet Tori. Now, I have been talking to Nava about meeting up with Nava since she came to the US to visit back in November. Nava has not mentioned anything to Tori about meeting up with her or meeting her while she was in the States. Possibly threw around the idea of like, oh, it'd be so cool to meet you, but like they ended a conversation at that because Nava and I had been planning to meet in Florida to surprise Tori. Now, I'm so excited because Tori literally has no idea, like literally no idea. And I feel like the reason we're gonna be able to get away with it is because we're supposed to meet them in Texas next month. And so I think, and I've just been saying this of like, oh, I can't wait to meet your baby. I can't wait to see him in Texas because we've had we've had this trip that's in February planned for like 6 months now. So we've always just said like, oh, can't wait to meet him then, like then, which is like a month from now. So I feel like she'll be completely blindsided by the fact that it's going to be a month before that. And she'll be completely blindsided by the fact that Nava and I are both going to be there and meet her. So my flight leaves at 7 a.m. tomorrow. I just realized means I'm gonna have to wake up really early tomorrow, but that's fine. So I want to pack everything, but I'm only going, so I'll be there Friday, Saturday, and then I come back Sunday. So it's like 3 days and 2 nights. So it's gonna be a really short little weekend trip, but I'm really excited. The weather in Florida says it's gonna be like 50s and 70s. I was gonna bring a bathing suit just to be wishful and just wishful thinking of mine of hopefully being able to like touch the sand. I'm bringing Evangeline with me. Alethea and Ari and Jordan are going to be staying back. We had tried to bring everyone, but like for the short amount of time that it was going to be logistically, like it just seemed like a whole lot to it was like too much to happen. I feel like we would have had to extend the trip a little bit longer to make it worth its while. But Jordan was like, no, you go do this girl thing. Like I'll do my own thing with Chad later. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna meet Nava at the airport tomorrow. And then from the airport, we're going to I need to figure this out because I don't exactly know how we're gonna surprise her. This is what I was thinking of, having Chad get Tori out of the house. So like have them go get a coffee, have them like go for a walk or like go to the park or something, have them get out of their house. And then Nava and I come and go into their house, come in, and then we just like sit on the couch. And then once they like come back home, like we're just sitting in her living room and like completely take her by surprise. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I'm getting jittery. Oh, can you tell? I'm getting jittery. I'm getting butterflies. I'm getting so excited. Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be so good. She has absolutely no idea. And it's been really hard to plan because like her and Chad are with each other all the time. They work together obviously. So it's been really hard to catch Chad, to be able, like Jordan will call him, and I would never directly call Chad because obviously that's very suspicious. So I always have Jordan call Chad, but then even then it's sometimes hard because Tori's almost always with him. So it's been really hard to figure out like when to call them, which is why it's been hard for me to figure out like when to get him to get her out of the house. So it's gonna have to be like Jordan texting Chad and then Jordan telling me. So it's like a three-way train, but whatever, it'll be worth it. All that to say, I need to pack. Very lightly though. So I'm gonna pack my clothes to go to the airport. I wanna wear something cozy. This is actually going to be my first time traveling with Evangeline solo, and my first time traveling just like without anyone in almost 3 years. The last time I traveled just me and a baby was when Alethea was like 6 or 7 months old, and I took her to New York by myself. That literally, you guys, that literally feels like a lifetime ago. Like thinking of Alethea being Evangeline's age feels like 50 years ago. Like it's only been 4 years, but like feels like 50. It's wild how time goes by so fast. But let me get a couple of things out. Well, that escalated quickly. Okay, I have made some progress. It is witching hour right now as I'm trying to finish up packing. So this is what I'm going to wear to the airport. I have a running list of like little things that I'm gonna need tomorrow that are still in use today. And I totally underestimated how much stuff we'd actually need, but I'm determined to fit all of it into a carry-on. So here's my little situation of things. So I ended up fitting all of my stuff there, all of Evangeline's stuff here with a sprinkle of like my shoes, her diapers, toiletry. The Duna has like her stuff. I'm also gonna wear her. Little hack, if you travel with littles and you're doing infant and lap, like 100,000% recommend wearing and bringing a wrap or a carrier or something, because if you have to have them in your lap, your hands are going to get tired. I have made the mistake once, and all it took was making that mistake once to never do it again when Alethea was a baby, and then after that, anytime we've traveled with Ari, I've almost always had a carrier. Even when we went to Alaska, I put Ari inside the carrier. It just makes it super easy, because most of the time just being hands-free just makes it so much easier. And then I have this little pouch that I'm going to wear, and then these sunglasses I need to put somewhere, and then that just has like random stuff, but it's like Evangeline's diaper bag. Actually, yeah, okay, so that's like Evangeline's diaper bag. Well, I guess that's her diaper bag. That's my personal. That's the carry-on. I think we're good. What else? What else? I think just last minute things logistically. Oh, my hair, I can't. Is like what time we'll land, how long it'll take for us to like get both our babies, because Nava's also bringing her baby. So logistically, like we rented a car, so by the time we like rent the car, get both the car seats in, get something to eat, because every time I have like an early flight, I feel like the first thing I want to do when I land is just eat. I'm just like so hungry and I just want a coffee. So we'll probably just grab a bite, head over, drive over there. We're like an hour from the airport. Oh, I'm just like praying it all works out and that she doesn't get suspicious at all. I really don't want her to get any suspicion at all. Like I really don't want it, like anything out of their like ordinary routine or anything like that. I'm gonna have to game plan with Jordan. So I'm thinking if Chad takes Tori out of the house and like they come back too soon, what they could do is just like go back inside, and then Nava and I can like come around the back and just like sit in their back patio, and Chad could be like, who is outside? And it will be like us. I don't know. I'm not trying to worry if it's not even a problem yet, but I'm just like trying to be proactive. So I'm excited. If you want to follow along on all of this, I will be posting it all on my Instagram, and by the time this video goes up, this would have already happened, and so you probably would have already seen it unfold, but it's nice to see a little behind the scenes of all that happened. But I will leave the Angel Studio link down below if you guys want to check it out. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.